What was your life while you were traveling? While you were touring?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Man.
real quick before you get going,
Yeah.
because of one of our guys, Chin from You Know It Films, he went out
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the Ruger.
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
talking about how it was like, oh yeah, I have to get up, record this event, and by the time I get back home, I'm gonna stay in the house for 2-3 hours because of at 5 a.m. it's dropping, or I have to send it back to get a review to send it back to me, then I have to post it.
Yeah.
So how was it, especially on your end as a producer and pianist and the whole
Well, even
nine yards?
speaking to that, I know on the photographer videographer side of things, it's definitely a lot more stressful than I think it is for the musicians.
Okay,
Because like even when we were on like the bus and everything, like after a show, like we would all just be, you know, chilling, hanging after the show, but all the photographers, videographers would be in the back, like editing, going through all the photos, because like the artist wants those photos like that night, so he can post all the stuff. So yeah,
concert,
you know,
at 9.
definitely respect the Chin,
at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. So respect to him, man, because that's definitely not easy to do. So I feel like for me, it was, you know, it was really cool. Our tour was structured a little bit different from a lot of other people's, because it was only 3 shows.
Okay.
Because he did like 3 shows in Toronto, and then 3 shows in London. He did like 4 or 5 shows in Australia, and then he did like 10, 13 shows in India. But it wasn't all like in a row. So for the UK run, it was like 3 shows over the course of about 1.5 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the first 2 shows were back to back. So when I got there, well, first I had to adjust to like the jet lag and everything. So that was, it was funny. Like with that, the first day, like I was cooked. Like the second day, sometime around 5 p.m., I was just like, oh, like I'm good.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
it was really weird. It was like all of a sudden I just wasn't tired. But yeah, then you know, then you had like the performance day, and you got to get there early. You have like lobby call. You got to be on time for your lobby call time, because that's.
Was it stressful working for him?
Not really. I think the most stressful part was everything leading up to it.
Okay, yeah.
So like, because with this situation, I didn't have any rehearsals.
Oh, okay.
Because they were already technically in the middle of the tour run, so they already have the entire set like planned out.
How did you jump in right in the middle? How did you just show up right in the middle of it?
Yeah. So basically, I'd already done like a good amount of the, you know, programming and arrangements for the show. Like I'd done like 5-6 songs. So they were like, "Hey, our keyboardist is going to be out in September because he has a baby on the way. Would you be interested in, you know, coming to Europe with us, playing at the O2 Arena and these other 2?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Right. So then,
quick question:
like,
did you have a job at the time?
No, like I've been doing music full time, so like, I
Okay.
didn't have to worry about you know, anything. Like I did have a
because one of the reasons why I bring up do you have a job at a time, because I've talked to a whole bunch of my creative friends, and they're like, "Oh, you know, I'll quit. I'll quit my job. Give me an opportunity. I'll not here again."
Yeah.
But yeah, continue.
But yeah, no, I was just working in music full time, but I did have like a show, I think on like maybe the last day of the tour or whatever, but I just ended up, you know, getting a sub for it.
For sure.
So it wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, it was a really cool experience just being on like the other side of the world. In general too, because like I had never gone overseas before.
Yeah.
And then also speaking to the process before, like with no rehearsals, like I got the official confirmation that I was going 2 weeks before my flight. So like the whole time I'd been kind of like mentally preparing for it, because they had told me in like July, right? So I was like, okay, cool. They're thinking about bringing me on, sweet. And then eventually it was just more of a matter of when's the confirmation coming, so that way I can, you know, start actually preparing, so that way it'd be good. But yeah, so then the night that they said, okay, hey, we're bringing you on, they're like, you know, let us know what kind of keyboards you want and everything. So it's like with that, you can go crazy, get like crazy expensive keyboards, but I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna go with what I know, so that way I'm comfortable, I'm not up there.
Let me not ruin your set.
Exactly. So yeah, I did that, and then I spent literally like every day rehearsing for the show, but like also during that, like I had other shows that I had to practice. Like I had a show that Friday, I had another show that Monday and Tuesday that I had to also prepare for. So it's like, oh, that got into the middle of it. But even then, I was still able to find time every day. Like I had to like lock my schedule in. Like I'm waking up at 9 a.m. or so and just going 9 to like 5, working 9
Is
to 5.
it 9 to 5? But it's something different. No, for
exactly.
sure.
You know, just practice. Like, even after 5, just like making sure I have all the songs learned. Like I had a whole rehearsal schedule. I was like, okay. I was even asking the music director. I'm like, oh, how did you guys originally practice so that way I could kind of try to make something similar. So like I made one doing like the songs that I arranged. I made another one that was like the songs that were like easy or medium level, and then another one that was like all the most difficult level. But so yeah, eventually I got all those down. The funny thing is, like a couple weeks before I got the confirmation, I had a dream that I was at the O2 Arena about to play, and I didn't learn any of the songs, and I had like a panic attack in my dream. I'm like, oh crap, right? So then when I officially got the call, I was like, okay, I gotta like be on my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So once I got there and I did the first show, I was like, okay, I could do this. Because like even when I was playing, it's like, it's interesting. Like it didn't feel much different from like another show. It's just more people and a little bit higher stakes. So, yeah, it's like the first show was basically like my sound check for all the other shows. Because then after that, then like I know how I want my in-ear mix to sound and everything. And so, yeah, it was a really dope experience. And plus, we had like 6 off days in Birmingham.
Oh yeah,
in the UK. So like.
Just food and being outside.
Yeah, we were chilling, right? And then one of the days we went down to London. We went to a football game, right? So, yeah, it was really nice. Like I don't have any, crazy complaints about it. But like overall, my experience was cool, and so hopefully they bring me back for another thing in the future. So
sure, that's fine. But